What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, I think everybody already knows what's going on out here with the Jadeveon Clowney situation. We're about to talk about it a little bit more in depth. What's basically going on, what the situation is right now. I got some information for y'all. Man, we get Clowney? We're about to talk. Not just met with the coaches and management. Man, y'all better get that, man. Listen, we're about to talk about it, man. Oh my gosh, my nerves been messed up, man. I've been on the phone talking to some people that been giving me some information. This has just been crazy. Man, what is this? Oh, get out of here. Oh my gosh, man. Man, all right, man. So I already saw that. And people still sending me stuff, and I already know. All right, man. Whoa. We only 1 minute in. We got 70 people in the room. Y'all hit that like button, though, guys. Let's get started, man. Let's get started. Hit that like button. Let's see if we can get that like button up before we get started, guys. Punch that like button. We got a lot to discuss, man. I'm going to start out by saying this entire situation is a win-win situation for the Dolphins. It's a win-win situation unless they fold. And we're going to talk about what I know. Unless they fold, all right? But first and foremost, let me go ahead and let y'all know the Miami Dolphins have found a way to not give up Laramie Tunsil in a trade for Jadeveon Clowney. They have found a way not to have to give up Laramie Tunsil in a trade for the Jadeveon Clowney unless they fold. Okay? All right? But we're going to talk about it. Shout out DB2K. This should get interesting. I appreciate the donation. Thank you, everybody who donates to the channel, helping me keep this going full time, doing it the way that I do it. I love y'all. Every time y'all send color across the screen, trust me, it's appreciated greatly, man. And if you also want to donate, the link is below in the description section for PayPal as well. Just hit me up, and I do appreciate it. But let's get into it. Man. Listen, y'all. First and foremost, I told y'all earlier that I got a report before all this stuff came out. I don't even know if y'all remember. Before all this stuff came out, somebody close to the situation, I don't want to say they're in the organization because I don't want them to be like, who is this lady he's talking about? But y'all get my point. Somebody close to the situation told me early today, way earlier, before all this news started getting crazy today, they wanted to throw me a nugget and let me know, listen, it is real. The Jadeveon Clowney conversations are real. I want to let you know that. I actually just spoke to the person like 30 minutes ago again, but they just appreciate what I do, keeping it real. I ain't got the stipulations of having to be all PC and stuff, and I could just have fun doing what I'm doing, and they actually like what I'm doing. And they told me straight out, the Jadeveon Clowney situation is real. It's something that Miami is really trying to do. I didn't put much merit into it because I don't even know the person like that. And shout out to the individual. Thank you so much. I wouldn't dare say anything about you as far as who you are. But thank you so much. I do appreciate it, especially the last conversation we just had. Thank you. It means so much, man. I really do appreciate it. Man, I don't know why I feel like a little emotional. Ugh, get off me, TD. All right, but anyway, but they were telling me this Jadeveon Clowney thing is real, and I was like, and she was like, look out for names like Laramie Tunsil in the deal. And I was like, I don't know. And y'all saw me go live earlier, and I talked about it. And all of a sudden, they actually met with Jadeveon Clowney last week, and nobody knew about it. Nobody actually knew about it. But let's dive into what I know now. They have found a way. It's still on the table, but the Dolphins are adamant about Laramie Tunsil isn't going anyway. Who has no cap? We got $22 million in cap space right now, just in case anybody. Actually, maybe a little bit more with the cuts that we just recently made. But we're number 8 in the NFL right now with free cap space at $22 million. All right, but what I know now, the Dolphins have actually, in principle, agreed to somewhat with the Texans and said, We got a package in place that doesn't include Laramie Tunsil, and we can get the deal done. We can get the deal done. But there's holdups to this. There's different levels to it right now. First of all, I think y'all already know one of the holdups is getting Jadeveon Clowney to actually want to come to Miami. He met with us. Reports out of Houston state that he had a good meeting. Met with Flores and some of the brass. Everybody knows that. That's what's being reported. And that he had a good meeting. He had a really good meeting. But does he really want to come to Miami? And there are reports coming out now that's saying the biggest hiccup is that Clowney may not want to be in Miami. But that ain't the only hiccup. There's a second hiccup from the Miami Dolphins, which rightfully so, which makes me feel good about my organization. They want Clowney, but they're concerned about the guarantees. Because when Clowney signs his franchise tender with Houston, the problem is he's under contract for only 1 year, and you have no guarantees that he will re-sign with you next year. And that was the reason Miami said, heck no. Let me just say, hell no. We ain't giving you Laramie Tunsil for a 1-year rental, and especially since we don't know if this guy's going to stay the next year. And that softened the blow for Houston and be like, I guess you're right. Here's what we're looking for, a wide receiver and a linebacker. And what's being told to me is that the Miami Dolphins are throwing out names like Kiko Alonso and Kenny Stills and a possible draft pick. Oh, man, my battery. Oh, hold on, y'all. My battery about to go out. Let me make sure I'm hooked up. Gotcha. All right. So Kenny Stills and Kiko Alonso are being discussed in a deal along with the draft pick. But another thing that's being discussed, it may be a potential for not Kiko, but another linebacker on our roster. I didn't get any names, don't know, which makes me like scratch my head like, oh my gosh, Baker, Evergreen, this is getting a little complicated now. I wish I knew. But Kiko and Kenny is being discussed with the draft pick. And not a first round. They've also found a way for Houston to agree, we're not trying to take your first round pick. But there is another linebacker in talks as well, just in case Kiko isn't the option that they agree with. These are this is what I'm getting from a source. And everything I read in the last 20 minutes somewhat kind of confirms it. And I just pray, maybe this is a great source and I might be straight from this point on. I'm telling you, boy. But anywho, the real complication to all of this is the non-guarantees. If we don't trade Tunsil, which I don't think we will, we made it clear, we win no matter what. Is Kenny Stills in our long-term plans? 3-4 years from now? Y'all let me know in the comment section while I sip. Is Kenny Stills in our long-term plans? We all should come to the realization of that now. The answer to that, no, he's not. Is Kiko Alonso in our long-term plans? Put it in the comment section. Yes or no? Kiko Alonso. So how do we lose on the deal? How will we lose on the deal by sending Kenny and Kiko for a younger guy who's a top 100 player who's pretty good? And that's an understatement. That's an understatement. So if we trade for Kiko and Kenny Stills, that's a win in itself. And even if the man decided, all right, I did my 1 year, I don't want to be in Miami anymore, did we lose? You still don't lose because those guys had a great chance of not being on the roster next year anyway. It was a great chance those two guys weren't going to be on the roster next year anyway. So you still don't lose lose if Jadeveon Clowney is a 1-year rental. Still don't lose. The deal will get done. Now, Jadeveon Clowney has given some requests. I heard he wanted to go to Seattle and things like that. But now Seattle's trying to figure out who they will have to release in order for that to happen. TD, is hard to disagree with you. Maybe because I'm right. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. No name. Appreciate it. Man, it's a win-win for the Dolphins no matter what. Now, if we were still talking about Tunsil, you can't do nothing. You can't. I don't care if Tunsil was half the player he is. If he that young, you can't make that kind of deal for a 1-year rental. This is why Miami was in talks 2 weeks ago about this guy. And the conversation fell through because of what Houston was asking for as far as first-round picks. And Miami's not trying to pass off their first-round picks. They're going to build these trenches. Don't let nobody else tell you wrong because they don't want to pass up on their quarterback. No, they got to build their trenches. You think this a team who looking for the tank for Tua by bringing Jadeveon Clowney in? Does it look like we trying to tank for Tua now? Keeping Tunsil and bringing Jadeveon Clowney in, and we taking for Tua? And we taking for Tua? I'm going to have to fill this cup before I'm done. Come on, man. I would make the deal if it's for Kiko and Kenny. Even if it's 1 year. Because you got an opportunity to sell yourself. Flores I trust. Bringing that kid into this system. Showing him how to be a team player and actually play. See, he's a perfect fit in this scheme. That's why he'll thrive. That's why he would thrive. Y'all going to miss Kiko with this healthy defensive line. You serious? Do you see the linebackers we have playing right now? Do you see the linebackers we have right now playing? And you say we're going to miss Kiko? Do you see what Jerome Baker out here doing? Do you see what Sam Aguivan, the no-name Aguivan, is doing? This is that time where you transition Kiko out and bring the new talent in. Not to mention DeLuca's been coming on very well. I'm not going to sit here and step out on a limb and say he's been giving us Aguivan and Baker play, but come on. Come on. What did I tell y'all before? The first thing this team is going to do is hammer this defense before they focus on the offensive line trenches. It's a process. It's stages to this. It's step by step. The first thing you do is bring that defense in to keep you alive in games. And with Jadeveon Clowney, with the defense we already have, now oh my gosh. See, oh my gosh. Ooh, here's the thing, y'all. Let me give y'all the picture because some people don't see it. Some people don't see it. Let me give you the picture. First of all, we are stacked at the defensive tackle position. Nobody should be debating that at this point. The defensive tackle position is arguably our strong point on defense. The defensive tackle position, we got some anchors now that you could be proud of. And guess what they're doing? They're allowing the outside guys to go one-on-one. And you got Charles Harris and Tankersley right now. And Charles Harris look a little better whenever Christian Wilkins and those guys and Godchild, they out there demanding double and triple teams. But now you bring in a Jadeveon Clowney. You put him on one side. You put Charles Harris on the other side. Now you'll finally get the Charles Harris we've been looking for. You have no choice but to get the Charles Harris you've been looking for. I don't think anybody can doubt that Charles Harris can be a successful defensive end if he get one-on-one battles. One-on-one battles, Charles Harris is all you need at the end. But how do you get in one-on-one battles? With the tackles we got, and oh boy, putting Jadeveon Clowney on the other side. Putting Jadeveon Clowney on the other side. We can literally go from being, questions on the defensive line to one of the top 10 defensive lines in the league. Yes, I said it. Yes. Some would argue even higher. I'm just trying to be modest to keep some sense of it all. And then you go to the next level with the linebackers. And I don't have to even discuss the linebackers. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. With Minkah Fitzpatrick sitting off to the side at the nickel. And you got Bobby McCain and Rashard Jones and Pro Bowl Xavier Howard. Technically, at that point, the only question you got is an opposite side cornerback at Eric Rowe, who is decent enough to get the job done and will have safety help. Come on, do y'all not see the picture here? Do you not see a top defense in the NFL? Just like that? With the head coach who is just who's a guru in defense? Do y'all not see it? How can you not? Top D, no. What you mean, no? So you mean to tell me our defensive line with a Jadeveon Clowney won't be above average? When I say above average, 14th rank or better. No, 15th rank or better. Above average. Every unit on the defense would be above average. The defensive line would be would be better than the 15th ranked defense. The linebackers would be better than the 15th ranked defense. Our secondary as a whole would be better than the 15th ranked. At a minimum average. And we know they, as a unit, is so much better with Flores being defensively minded, giving it to the defensive coordinator, and they executing the schemes. Y'all, please don't argue with me about that. Please. We can go get Jalen Ramsey. Imagine that. Imagine that. Clowney is signed at the expense of Kenny Stills and Jerome and Kiko Alonso. And then we go get just hypothetical, I know. But then you go get Jalen Ramsey, who's having issues over in Jacksonville. Then you go get this kid. You actually probably going to give up a first for. But you go get that kid. Number one defense in the league. Number one defense. Oh, my gosh. Let's just imagine it, man. Oh, my gosh. I feel like we won the Super Bowl and the game ain't been played yet. I would feel like we won the Super Bowl and the game ain't been played yet, boy. Ooh, even the Clowney move and not having to give up Tunsil. Oh, my gosh. Look at what they – man, listen. Do y'all understand that this has been an exciting offseason? This has been a well-thought-out, methodical offseason. Well thought out, never rushed into anything, never pulled the trigger on anything. We were patient. Oh, why didn't we go do this? Why didn't we go do we've been, man, come on, man. You got to give the front office his credit. Whether we get Clowney or not. Whether we get Clowney or not. You got to give the front office their credit. Do you see what they're doing? And I told y'all a deal with something's on the way. I've been saying this for a week now. Y'all don't see it. Something's on the way. This Clowney deal, if it happens, screams impatient. How Scream impatient? How is Scream impatient? You got a chance to bring a young guy here and have him here. Young guy. How does it Scream impatient? I'm on the record saying as long as you don't have more than 3 or 4 big contracts on your roster, you doing it the right way. And those deals are probably going to be Xavier Howard, possible Jadeveon Clowney, Laramie Tunsil, and one more. Might be a right tackle. Who knows? I ain't even bring up Ndichi. I ain't even talk about him. TD, I agree with you 1,000,000%. Clowney has met with the first-year head coach Brian Flores and other members of the Dolphins organization. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Adding high-priced vets to a D that had a second worst year. Wait, hold on. High-priced vets. Here's what you have to understand. Miami is going after, if they make this deal happens, next year, you're going to see us draft 4 offensive linemen. I wouldn't be surprised if our first round and our 2 second-round picks are offensive linemen if this deal happens. You're allowed to go after some vets, but when we say vet, it kind of gets skewed. We're not talking about a 30-year-old vet. We're not talking about a 30-year-old vet. How old is Clowney? 26 or 20, something like that? I don't even know. I got to look it up. I got to look it up. Last I saw, I thought it was 26. I'll look it up later. Oh, y'all confirmed. 26. Okay. A guy who can still give you 7 years in this league. Based off of the position. And all we asking for is 4 to 5? 4 to 5? That's all we asking for? TD, they are making the reports here in San Antonio already that the Fins got this deal done. The sticking point is whether it will be a pick or an additional player. I'm loving it. I'm waiting on the confirmation, man. I'm waiting on the confirmation. Would you send Drake? Ooh, they need a running back too? That's interesting. And then I just got an update that said Caden Ballard says team is trying to be more physical. TD, what does that shirt say? Oh, this is the Miami Miracle, man. It's the Miami Miracle. Oh, Lord, please send Drake. Listen, man. TD, this is all win for us. I know, Ron, man. I know. And if they get the deal done, they saying they already got it done, but I mean, it ain't in stone as far as where I sit yet. I got to wait down here. Breaking news, the Miami Dolphins have pulled off a trade for Jadeveon Clowney. Now, my sources say this is the Dolphins. The Dolphins hold up is the Tunsil thing, but if they can get over that and you stick with the parameters of the deal that they were talking about, then it's a done deal on Miami's end. And according to what my source says, it's a done deal on their end too. It's just whether Jadeveon Clowney wants to be in Miami and also making sure they agreeing on the Tunsil situation because there's so many different moving parts floating. And the linebacker thing. They're talking about Kiko Alonso, but then they brought up a whole nother player. They talk about another linebacker. potentially. And I don't know who that is, and that's what's interesting, because that might bring me a little bit of reservation. I wouldn't want to get rid of Jerome Baker with what I'm seeing. I wouldn't want to get rid of Edward Vaughn. But depending on the price, it still makes sense. I sure hope it's something like Kenny, Kiko, and maybe it is Drake. I don't know. That's interesting because Miami has everything they need. Miami has everything they need in positions that we don't need. Like for people, I mean, I ain't gonna say we don't need them, but we'll be all right without them. Why Houston trading him? Because he upset. Clowney wants Seahawks or Eagles. I already told you about that. The Seahawks, they have to figure out what player they'll release. They got one defensive end that they thinking about doing it, but it'll only save them $4 million. But then it'll put them in a long-term salary jam for when it's time to re-sign them, because Russell Wilson's deal plus his. But they can still do it. They just gonna be airtight with everything they do for the next 4 years. Airtight. Can't do nothing special. Can't make no moves. Can't do nothing. And the Eagles, their problem is they got the money to have them this year, but they ain't got the money for the future because Wentz will be up for his mega deal. That's the issues over there. And then on top of it, what they have to give back are future assets. What they would have to give back are future assets that they're definitely going to need just because they made a deal like that. The only way Seattle survives in a deal like that is if they still got first-round picks bringing in small salaries, but great talent. But you'll be giving that away just to be neck tight. But hey, they did sign Russell Wilson to $35 million contract, so I can't rule it out. Can't rule it out. Yeah, he fired his agent. He did fire his agent. And he's going to need one. When he comes to Miami, he got a full year because we're not allowed to give him a contract extension because he's been franchise tagged. We wouldn't be able to extend him until next season. So the Miami Dolphins also get to take a look at him in this system and even decide whether they want him or not. And all we would have had to give up are players that we didn't plan on being the future anyway. Man, we got 250 people in the room, 78 likes. Let's get the like button over 150, y'all. Do me a favor, show your love and support, hit that like button. So when people that's searching YouTube, this talk, they'll find us. The likes bring you up to the top, baby. We can sign him in January. Oh, that would be even better. Top 5 defense. Possibly. That's a good deal, Rip. Steals will be on this roster. Hey, if we can keep Steals too, it's getting even better. K-Flex and Goldie. Yes, he is, man. One of the original. T, do you think the middle? Oh, man, y'all moving so fast in the chat. Let me try to keep up. Let me go back. T, do you think the middle stack with Wilkins, Godchild, and Taylor? Yes, I do. I do. I really do. And we got subs. Those guys, man, yes, we are. What's up, Esteban? I see you. Stills and Kiko and no more. You might have to throw in a little bit there. I think you do. Drake and Stills in the third, man. Y'all keep on throwing Drake in there, man. I haven't heard any reports of Drake, but I understand they do need a running back. So I haven't. Who knows? You never know. You look up and Balaj will be gone. You never know, man. You never know, man. The wise man once said, "Trust but verify." Exactly. K-Flex ain't no GOAT. TD either go. Oh Lord, I ain't getting into that debate, man. I'll let you. That's for y'all to talk about. Top 5 or top 10? 5. We need a collaborate, TD. Let's go, right, man. Ron, you already know what time it is, bro. Just let me know. Let me know, bro. We can do it soon. Soon. Top 5 defense. What? Don't let me name these players. We top 2, and we not 2 if we get Clowney. Ooh, look at Rip. I see you. Balaj, I don't know about that. I don't know about it either, but you'd be surprised. At the end of the day, anybody that's, expendable on this roster, you can't overlook that. Hell, if they say, no, we want Balaj, I wouldn't be mad if they pull the trigger. I love Balaj, don't get me wrong, but we got to go apples and oranges here and talk about real value. I know Balaj ain't going nowhere, but y'all get my point. But hopefully that help people understand I'm not trying to be biased here. It could be either one of them. It could be either one of them, man. TD, you're funny. Only on Tuesdays, bro. A 4th, a 6th, and Parker. Man, Parker better get his act together, man. We don't need Clowney. Okay. Insanity. Jacquees just asked a good question about Ross. Let me see. Let me go up, see if I can find Jacquees because I missed it. Jacquees, what does it say about Ross if Steals is traded? Nothing at all. Let me tell you why. Flores came out himself and said the reason why he was playing the Jay-Z songs because Kenny Stills hasn't been living up to what they need him to live up to. Kenny Stills has not been playing at the level that they expect of him. And then Flores went on to say, I understand this protest. I lived it. I lived in the stop and frisk era. I was stopped and profiled. All of those type of things. I lived in it. But I get all that and I respect it. But I got a job to do. And when I'm not seeing the level of play from Kenny Stills that I need to see out here on the field, running his routes, doing everything he's supposed to do instead of just coasting, I need to see a higher level. And then later on, they said, has Kenny responded to that and actually played better? He said, yeah, man, Kenny's played very well this week. I think he picked his play up. He's done this. He's done that. But that don't mean you can't trade him just because of controversy. People will try to make it that way. The head and see, listen, this will be a beautiful thing to bring Clowney in. If Kenny Stills is part of the deal, he's part of the deal. But you're going to allow the media to make this a political thing and say Kenny Stills shipped out of town after remarks towards owner. That's what's going to happen. And they're going to keep trying to bring people against each other. Some things are just business. Some things are just business. Because I'll do you one better. If Kenny Stills never said it, and he even had different beliefs, are we going to sit here and say his name still wouldn't be involved right now? Come on. Come on, man. Kenny is our best player, TD, when Madden 2020 came out. Hey, and we're going to use that Madden value to trade him if necessary. Period, man. TD, do you believe the Fins would be done with any further trades if the trade goes through? Clowney fired his agent and means he's signing the franchise tag with Houston, allowing the trade. Yes, I still think that we're not done. I've been saying this for weeks now. Y'all don't see something big is coming. If you look at how everything's been positioned and something big is going to happen, I told y'all, don't worry about the D-line. I mean, I think we're still going to make a deal before this is all said and done. I even told y'all that with the O-line. I said, you never know. My dad calling, man. Hold on. Hello? I'm good. What's going on? Oh, yeah, I'm on the computer now live. No, I already took care of it. I wrote a letter down. I wrote a letter to it, but I'll be down in Miami on the weekend of the 8th for the Ravens game. No, the week before. Yeah, but I may not have to. They said I could write a letter. Yeah, I may not have to actually attend that. Huh? Yeah, I am. I am. Yeah, they say I don't have to attend it. I could just write a letter, basically saying what happened in the accident. Yeah, but I'll call you tonight. They trying to get Clowney, Jadeveon Clowney from Houston. No, the defensive end. No, I think they're gonna might be Kenny Stills and Kiko Alonso. Yeah, it does make sense. But I'll call you tonight. All right. It's my dad, man. Sorry, man. Got to answer that call. Beat the Ravens. Hey, that's already done. That's already done, man. Whoo, man. Come on, man. Miami, y'all come on. I'm sitting here waiting on the update. I'm waiting on the deal to go through, man. We might be doing all this talking, and tonight they decided to do something else. I don't know, but man, at least we in the hunt, man. Y'all got to understand. VC, I read into things like this as looking at our front office of willing to get things done the right way. Willing to get things done the right way, man. What we need to do is move Jesse Davis from right tackle to guard and bring a quality left tackle. Left tackle or right tackle? I think you meant right tackle. That's why I say we're not done. You all cannot forget the fact that in 4 days, there are going to be 1,000 players available. In 4 days, there will be 1,000 players available. Remember that. 1,000 players will be available. Almost every team will be dropping their roster by about 40 players. A little over 1,200 to be exact. 1,300 actually. Players just going to be everywhere out there. And you go find the value. You already got your eyes on a lot of people, man. What up, Cowboys Elite Talk? It's called competency, TD. I got to look that word up. I'm very familiar with words, but competency, I got to define that. That's a new one for me. Competency. I want to know when we are getting Jalen Ramsey. And I'm not going to keep on talking about that because y'all going to have me over here drooling at the mouth, man. Literally. Y'all going to have me drooling at the mouth with that kind of talk. I'm fired up. You got to be, man. DeAndre, 250 people in the room, 122 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Competency. I'll look it up, man. DeAndre Hopkins to Miami if we trade our star wide receiver, Kenny Stills, for Hopkins. That ain't happening, man. They ain't getting rid of no Hopkins. Would a Clowney signing mean Dolphins are trying to win the division? We're trying already, Tony. But just the fact that, see, you know what? This I told you so moment. I'm trying not to have them in my life. I'm trying to remain humble, but this is my point. So all these people that were bashing me for the longest, talking about we trying to tank, we trying to lose. What are you talking about? You don't know football. You know nothing about this team. If we sitting out there trying to go get Jadeveon Clowney, it don't even equate to us trying to lose. It don't even equate to this tank for Tua crap that I've been telling y'all all this time. It don't. And y'all go around here listening to other people tell you otherwise and how it don't make sense. Go ahead, keep doing it. Keep on talking to people to tell you what you want to hear instead of what's real. Go ahead. Keep on doing it to yourself. And keep on looking like the lost little puppy. Ridiculous, man. I'm telling y'all this whole time and having logical reasons why. That's what upsets me, though. I have logical reasons why, but you ignore logic just to go with what you want to happen versus logic. Well, a lot of that happened in this world today. People ignore logic just to go with what they want. To go with what they want. Don't make no sense. I heard they moved that Brazilian defensive tackle to the O-line. Yes, they did. And hopefully it works out. Wilson is our best wide receiver, potentially. Clowney, our next Jason Taylor, 99. Man, maybe even better. Y'all got to understand. He's a dual threat. Let me tell you another thing about Jadeveon Clowney right now. He's upset. Tell you another thing about him. The Texans, one of the main reasons he's pissed off with the Texans, they tried to pull a fast one on this young man. I actually learned something from this, y'all. Do you know that when you franchise tag a player, depending on what position you play, determines the amount that the franchise tag is for? And they franchised him as a linebacker, which guaranteed him less money than what he really is, a defensive end. And he filed an appeal. He filed an appeal with the NFL. Jadeveon Clowney filed an appeal with the NFL saying he does not want to be listed as a linebacker, and they only did that to save money. He wants to be listed as a defensive end because there's more money on the franchise tag. I had no idea that was possible. But that's another reason he's very upset. I was down for the Miami Hurricanes game, but if this go through with Clowney, I'll be happy again. Oh man. Hey guys, so again, I got a source hitting me up right now. I have a source hitting me up. Again, y'all know I got to verify, but this is what a source is sending me, okay? The current offer is Kenyon Drake in the second round for Clowney and steals to Seattle for running back Rashard Penny. I don't know how reliable it is. They say this is very reliable, but I can tell you what, if this is any bit similar, I know I have a reliable source. Y'all can say, no, I'm just reporting what I'm getting. I can't sit here and tell you it's 100% correct, but as time goes, we shall see. That's all you can do with somebody doing what I do, is look at offers, look at reports, tell y'all what we heard, and then as time goes, if the person sending you the information is accurate, you can more and more strongly speak on what they're telling you. Until then, I'm just saying, this is what I just got. We'll see. We shall see, y'all. We shall see. Repeat it. This is what's being sent to me. The current offer is Kenyon Drake in the second rounder for Clowney and steals to Seattle for running back Rashard Penny. We shall see. This is a moment for me to validate how reliable one of my sources is. Second only if Clowney agrees to long-term contract. TD, but you got to understand, we already got the second from the Saints. We already got the second for the Saints. Man, pray she is. Oh, that wasn't the female source. That was another source. This wasn't the female source I talked to earlier. I will make sure I divide those. Make sure y'all know that's a whole different source. We shall see. This just in, Stills traded to Seattle for a bag of Cracker Jacks. Y'all are ridiculous. I believe this source. We shall see. At the end of the day, we shall see. I don't know, I have no idea. But this is one of those moments where You find out how reliable the sources are. Hell no, not giving up second. He only guaranteed for 1 year. Y'all gotta understand. You gotta put sense to it. We stole the second round pick. Do y'all not forget the whole debacle in the trade with the Rosen deal? We stole that second round pick from the Saints. I can't believe they gave it to us. We stole that second round pick. Do we need to go over how we got that second round pick again? Do we need to go over again how we got that second round pick? Yeah, I got your text, Rip. Let me see what it said. All right, I like your number in, bro. When it comes down to it, I believe it will be a player in a second round pick. We're gonna find out, man. Oh, this the source said Clowney can also be re-signed in January. Yeah, we talked about that. One moment, y'all. We shall see, man. I want to see something happen, man. I just got to see something happen so I can go ahead and put 2 and 2 together and know, man. This is actually just nerve-wracking me at this point. Dolphins closing in on trade with Clowney, sources fan-sided. Wait. Hold up, TD. We are getting rid of running backs to get a running back. And did you say cornerback? I never said cornerback. We need a second-round pick. I would trade it for a third round. We already got 2 second-round picks, Mr. 305. We got 2. We stole one from the Saints. Go look at last year's draft, the deal we did with the Saints. I couldn't believe it. I said, how did they give away that valuable asset like that? And look at us talking about using it today. Oh, my God. If this happens, if they give up a player in a second-round pick, I'm telling you, baby. Oh, my gosh, man. Man, TD, your source is correct. We'll see. Listen. I can't put my name behind something until a source actually giving me accurate information and it's confirmed. And from that point on, I can ride out and be able to feel comfortable about saying, listen, y'all, this source is very reliable. At the end of the day, this is starting to get new for me. I'm starting to get people who are doing me a big solid, man. They showing me love. And but at the end of the day, we got to keep it 100. You know what I mean? Things out. It ain't no different from some of y'all that got my number may text me and say, oh, they said that they about to give away this, that, and this for that. Just playing with me. I don't know. But I know that some of these guys that I'm talking to and not just guys. I need to stop saying guys when I talk about people in general. But some of the people I'm talking to, they've given me stuff before and they know what they're talking about. But this is big. This is huge. I ain't got time to be coming back and be like, oh, TD said his source said this and it wasn't even halfway right. No, man, we got to keep this 100, man. I'm trying to have I want to be validated over here. I want to make sure people know that I'm reliable over here, man. So I'm going to tell you 100 what it is. This is what a source is telling me, but I want to wait to confirm. All right? And they already told me I'll have more for you within an hour. But we'll see, man. We shall see. TD, have you not noticed I've been here? I just noticed, Matt. It's a lot of people. We got 280 people in the room, Matt. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. Let's see if we can get over 200 likes. Show your love, man. For some reason, it feel like it's going to get done this evening at any time. I just got to see if this is going to happen, man. Dolphins aren't trading for Clowney without a confirmation for a long-term commitment. I'm not sure, Finsanity 5, because at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to get that. But I think that's fair. A player in a second, we got that second for free. It's almost like worst case scenario, we just spoiled the profits that we got in the draft in that one case, that second rounder. We spoiled that profit. But outside of that, what do we lose? We ain't losing the core picks that we got, 1 through 7. We're not losing it. Man, give them Kiko in a second for Clowneys. Hey, man, we about to see, man. Let me repeat this one more time, what I had a source send me. The current offer is Kenyon Drake in the second round for Clowney and Steele. Clowney and Steals to Seattle for running back Rashad Penny. That's the most recent that someone sent me. All right. We've been losing from I was born back in the 80s. Hey, man, hopefully that's about to change. Clowney isn't a sack artist yet, but is third in the league at tackles for loss. The past 3 years with him, I see a potential top 10 defense. I agree, Dundada, and he ain't got to be a sack machine. All he got to do is disrupt the backfield. That's all Flores won. He's been saying it all summer. Well, when it comes to the defensive end position, you just need guys to get in there and disrupt what the quarterback's trying to do, disrupt the running game. My most successful defensive seasons with the Patriots were our least sack seasons. Least sack seasons were our most successful seasons with the Patriots on defense was our least sack seasons. Least sack, man. And in the last 10 years, they only had 3 players that had more than 10 sacks. And guess what? Only one of them was a defensive end. Enough said, man. I think you don't know what you're talking about, bro. You gave false information. Warrior, over here, you got to elaborate on what the false information is so that I have the opportunity to clarify or tell you where you're wrong. Or tell you, oh, you're right. I did give false information. Y'all forgive me. We don't just throw our stuff like that, man. We don't. This is the Miami Miracle shirt, man. Miami Miracle. We don't do stuff like that, man. Over here, we have detailed conversations on TD Fans Talk. We don't throw out things like, you suck, without telling us why you think somebody sucked. Oh, this player's trash, without telling us why you think that player's trash. Oh, you gave out false information. You got to tell us what false information you're talking about. We're talking about a lot of stuff here. I'm just saying. Just saying, man. Man. It's almost like a watch party, man. We went on something to go down, man. TD, keep it up. I'm trying my best, man. TD, you misunderstand me. If Clowney signs long-term deal with us, all the second round, for a second round deal, if Clowney refuses to commit, no way trade second for potential year rental. Prior admin trade, awful. I guess I do misunderstand. So you're saying don't do it, period? Or because we're not going to get a commitment. Because even if you get a commitment, he can change his mind at any time because you have no way of making a contractual agreement at this point because he's franchise tagged. You can't even talk about the next deal until January. If no long-term deal with Clowney, we should still get a third as comp pick. Who is this? Oh, come on, man. Y'all know, listen, number one rule is you can't give up your source. Because if you're, just hypothetically, if my source was Brian Flores, which is not, what do you think will happen if I say Brian Flores just told me? That'll be a problem for the organization, right? So those who saying, what source did you get it from? Come on, man. You can't do that. Not unless that source says you can name me. Then that's different. But when you got people close to situations, you can't do that. No, I know the rules. I ain't no professional at this, but I definitely know the rules. Don't put me out like that, TD. I ain't putting you out. I ain't say who it was that asked me. I ain't say who it was. I'm just responding to you here so I ain't got to reply on the text and waste time. It's easier. Nobody know who you are. It's all love, man. Oh, man. Kiko trash. Brian Flores for coach of the year. Man, y'all better start giving Greer a little bit more weight. Kiko for a third. Steals for, man, gosh, Miami, hey, just do something already. Let the people know. We just sitting here. We having fun, but still let the people know. Let the people know, man. Man, y'all don't even understand. I'm just like y'all. I'm so hoping that these rumors, not rumors, but my source is actually even halfway close. Like get the Clowney deal right and the Steals one didn't fall through or something. Just give me halfway right, man. And man, that's what's up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much anyway, because man, is that Dolphins juice? You better know it. It's have you deep in the ocean, baby. If you would want to trade Kiko, means Kiko is valuable. Yeah, Kiko is valuable. He's not a bad linebacker. He's a good linebacker. He just doesn't fit the mold of what we're trying to do. And on top of it, he's an older guy, a veteran. And at the end of the day, we're trying to move on from those contracts and guys like that because they're not in our long-term future of building something. We hit the reset button last year, but I don't know how we just like we hit the reset button, and you know how it has to be. Oh, reset, you're 5% loaded, 10% loaded, 15% loaded. If you would have asked the analysts and all the people on TV, Dolphins hit the reset button, and by the end of this year, they'll be at about 40% reset. Guys, we already at 50. Bring in Clowney, 60. Fix the O-line, 85. Figure out your quarterback. It's wartime, baby. It's wartime, baby. It's wartime. It is wartime. And it's crazy how in one offseason we've seen progression of us getting closer and closer and closer. All we did is took all our young studs and elevated them and said, y'all, it's y'all turn, which made us take a deeper look at them and realize we actually got some weapons. Then from there, what do? We brought in 40 freaking players that were undrafted in the CFL, AFL, and all of that mess. And I went live and I told y'all, all we need is 2 or 3 of those guys to turn out and we won. Most teams bring in 30 and can't even get 1 to turn out. They might get 1 or 2 to make backups, but we done found potentially 2 starters like that. And then we saw us build it. We got better automatically with that. Then we went in the draft and said, let's anchor the middle. Done. Let's go get some line help. Done. Let's bring in some linebackers. Let's bring in a fullback. Done. Then we start maneuvering, bringing in picks for the future, setting up. Now we about to use some of those older assets that we held on to and try to flip it. T.Y. Flinley, man, you missed a lot, man. They talk about bringing Teddy back, bro. No, I'm just playing, man. But we shall see, man. We talk about Clowney situation. It's a lot of breaking news out here. We don't know what's going to actually go down. We hoping we hear something tonight. But we got a lot of reports coming out, a lot of rumors. You got people in their city saying the deal is already really done and all type of stuff, but we ain't got no confirmation. So on TD Fans Talk, we're going to say it's still all speculation, but we got some sources making some bold predictions. Not even predictions. We got some sources making bold information. Bold information. Talking about the current offers, Kenyon Drake and a second rounder for Clowney, and Steals to Seattle for running back Rashad Penny. TD, check my message on YouTube. I'll check it out. Man, TD, I'm not getting no notifications. Sorry, man. Please forgive me, bro. Stream ended. Which stream ended? Parker injury prone. No. Trent not a good deal. He left tackle. We need right tackle. It's a link. We need to keep Clowney. So Chris, he might ball out this year. Somebody sent me something. Yeah, Matt, I don't know what you're talking about. You sent me a link, but it just brought me to a Twitter account. And everything on there we already reported. We already reported, man. Matter of fact, man, y'all give me about 1 minute. I'll be back in 60 seconds. Put something in my cup. Check on the wife and the kids. What y'all doing? Oh. Appreciate y'all guys being patient with me. I am back. We are back. How much does Clowney improve our D? Drew, listen, that's a great question. Our defense right now, with the way Flores' system is a ripple effect defense. If this goes bad, it can affect different parts. But if this goes well, see, let me put it like this. The Clowney already knows how to set the edge, first and foremost. The whole offseason, Flores has been looking for somebody who can set the edge. In the defense we're running, you can set the edge. Oh, my gosh, trouble for every offense you play. Their running game is nil. If we can set the edge, running game is going to have problems. Not only that, if you set the edge, you're going to open up lanes for the linebackers to come in on that quarterback. You got to be able to set the edge. Clowney can do that. But the thing about the defensive end position in this defense, we're going to be a cut team. We're going to run a lot of zero. We're going to be a lot of man-to-man, one high safety in a lot of situations. We're going to have the assets we need in the box to do what we need to do. But now you got a defensive tackles anchor in the middle. No bueno. Nothing happening up that middle against those starters. And now you got a guy like Jadeveon Clowney who can set the edge, who can give left tackles hell. You hear what I'm saying? Who can give left tackles hell? Oh, my gosh. He going to elevate Tunsil play, too. I didn't even think about that. He going to elevate Tunsil play as well. He's going to elevate Tunsil's play. Because this might be the first time Tunsil is practicing all day, every day against just straight heat. And I ain't taking nothing from Cam Wake. I get that too. But y'all know what I mean. Usually he was on the total opposite side. This D-line is actually going to eat now, and Charles Harris we will feel good about Charles Harris. Because he will get one-on-one battles. That's a good question, man. Finsanity5 sent me this, guy. She said, could the Dolphins be building something reminiscent of the Seahawks? Amazing defense, power running game, and average quarterback play with minimal turnovers that still leads to The Super Bowl 2020, baby. Now they gonna argue with you, Insanity, about the average quarterback deal. They gonna argue with you about the average quarterback thing. I want to talk about that though, man. I want to talk about that. Man, somebody calling, man. I'll take calls in a moment. Not yet, guys. Don't get mad if I decline your calls. Not yet, but I will take calls in a moment. What quarterback are you talking about for Insanity 5 with minimal turnovers? I think she meant Russell Wilson. TD, send me Flores' number, LOL, because if the trade steals for a running back, I'm going to flip my... The bigger thing is the Kenyon Drake possibility. Seahawks didn't trade for talent. They drafted talent. Insanity tripping, Russ average. Hey, some people argue that for real, man. But listen, I want to talk about that question, though. That's a good one. Listen, getting Clowney, and we'll also have depth on the defense in certain areas. Y'all got to understand that. And the good thing about it, that also means if you got Clowney and Charles Harris, Tankersley automatically goes into a depth role, which adds depth. Because right now, he's our starter. That adds depth. The linebacking core will already have depth. The only thing that we won't have the depth that we like at is cornerback. But a lot of teams are faced with that. I mean, what's the difference with the Patriots? They had one side locked down, and then the other guy was just another guy. Eric Rowe in some cases. You know? You can't have it all. But we're going to have a great defense if this deal goes through. I mean, we're already going to have a good defense. Y'all got to understand that now without this deal. But if this deal goes through, man, we're going to have a straight-up legit defense that's going to give offenses issues. Not only that, let me tell y'all something of why TD hasn't been stressing about the O-line like a lot of people. I keep telling y'all I ain't worried about the O-line. I'm really not worried about the O-line. First of all, let's talk about the O-line situation. Last year with Tunsil, last year O-line still looked worse than this year's O-line without Tunsil in preseason. Let me say that again, and don't try to debate me. Let's keep it 100. Last year's O-line with Tunsil looked worse than this year O-line without Tunsil. And then when Tunsil actually plays, this O-line will be better in that facet as well. Not only that, look for the Miami Dolphins to add another tight end on the line of scrimmage in the regular season to have a heavy set. We are going to be running that ball. One tight end set, two tight end set, three tight end. Flores said that today. One tight end set, two tight end sets, three tight end sets. He said that today. All right, my source just told me Jadeveon Clowney has to hire an agent before they can continue talks. He has to hire an agent before they can continue talks. We'll see how long that takes. But we're going to have a heavy line of scrimmage. A heavy line of scrimmage. And we are going to be running that ball. Play action. A lot of run, a lot of play action. And we're going to lean on our defense to keep us in great field position. We're going to take some shots downfield with Fitzpatrick. And we're going to try to get some chunks. We shall see. We shall see, man. But I think that's how it's going to line up. That's exactly how it's going to line up. Let me refresh, man. See if we got any more information, man. Still don't see nothing new. Gesicki going to have a Pro Bowl season. Listen, Gesicki's going to have I don't know about Pro Bowl. I'll go out on the limb and say I don't know about Pro Bowl. But I think he's going to have a much better season than people could imagine. He's going to catch like 2 to 3 big balls a game. He's going to catch some big, huge, make some plays every game. He's going to be that tight end that gets you about 60 yards a game. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's not a bad thing. They obviously ain't paying out. Is Gesicki a bust? We don't know yet. His first year, he was required to do a lot more blocking assignments because our O-line couldn't block. We'll find out this year. We'll know a whole lot more. You think he wants to play in Miami? You're talking about Clowney? That's part of the holdup. Whether or not he actually wants to come to Miami, that's part of the issue. We're about to see. As far as I know, the offers have already been put out there. 2 sides agree, but Clowney needs to get an agent, and he has to want to come to Miami. From my understanding, both sides are actually cool with what's being proposed. And that's not the holdup. Right now, it's a Clowney situation of do he want to actually be in Miami, and he needs to hire an agent. It's that simple. If Stills get traded, who steps up and takes his place at wide receiver? Albert Wilson, Jakeem Grant, Preston Williams, I don't know, Butler, Isaiah Ford. I mean, a lot of these guys. Truth be told, they might actually move Albert Wilson to the outside and assume Kenny Stills' role. And y'all notice one thing. What position has Kenny Stills been playing all preseason? Most snaps. Do y'all notice that? There's been a change this year. It's kind of contradictory. He's been playing slot just about all season. Nobody's noticed that. Nobody's been thinking about that. Knowing that we already had a log jam at the slot, like Jakeem Grant be in the slot, Albert Wilson be in the slot. But Kenny been playing it the whole time. And that could be telling in itself. We need to give everybody else reps on the outside because Kenny may not even, they may have said Kenny ain't going to be there. Kenny not even going to be on the outside. He may not even be on his team. We shall see, man. It's getting interesting, though. This is knocking on the door. One moment. What's up, man? You need to go to your mama. Go to your mama then. All right, you want to come in and meet me? You're going to have to stay with me then, okay? Ooh, you need to do your hair, man. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
You play with your chains?
No.
Say hi. Say, I'ma be a Miami Dolphin. I'ma be a Miami Dolphin. Franchise quarterback or defensive end. Whatever, it all depends, because I'm a Dolphin for life. Dolphin for life. Dolphin for life. Yeah, see, you agree. Yeah. Y'all hear that grit? Y'all see that grit? Put your foot down. Give me this foot. You gonna hang out with me or you gonna go out there with mommy?
Mommy.
You gonna go with your mommy then? Let me see. Pete. Cute kid. God bless. A handful though, man. More than a handful. What you doing? 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 Don't be pulling away from me. I need some of that hair. Oh, it's a handful. We gotta do something with it. All right. You kicking my stuff. I'm about to kick you out. You gonna hang with me or you gonna get kicked out? All right. So, Carter, who do you think, Drake or Balaj? Oh, Balaj. I want Pete. That was Eric. Bless TD. All right, Jay. All right, you want to go? You will go. As a matter of fact, I'm locking y'all out. Bye. Let's go. Let's go. And get those trains out of here. No, sir. Not in my area. Nope. Bye bye. You got them here. Lord. These babies, gotta get them. We're not trading Laremy Tunsil. No, sir. No, sir, we are not. No, we not. Oh, Lord, he knocking on the door. No, you can't come in here. Stay out there with your mom. His giggles bless your whole fam and everyone here as well. Thanks, Pete, man. Man, these babies, they a handful, man. Should have kept Spence. Why? You are crazy if you think they're trading Tunsil. We trading Devontae, man. We shall see, man. But you know what? When the news break, it's going to break. It's just a matter of when it's going to break. Come on, man. Bring Clowney to Miami. That's what they talking about, man. They trying. They figuring it out. The deal, from my understanding, the deal is already in place. It's a matter of Clowney ends up coming to the front office saying, I don't want to go to Miami. I'm not doing it. Then they have to go ahead and look elsewhere. We're not getting Clowney. He doesn't want to play in Miami. And I saw a report that said he didn't want to play in Miami. He said he didn't know if he wanted to play in Miami. And who cares? At the end of the day, he's going to have to make a decision, or the team going to sit him on that franchise tag, and he either not going to get paid and pass up on almost $1 million a game. $900 and something thousand per game is what he'll be sacrificing. That is solely up to him. His choice. Oh, Lord. Tropical Storm Dorian supposed to turn into a hurricane. It's hurricane season, y'all. They trying to mess with us down here in Florida. ESPN reports stated that Tunsil is not on the table. Yes, they found a way not to make that happen. Now, they wanted it, and they were talking about it. But they found a way to come up with a deal that both sides are happy with. Not only do they not have to give up Tunsil, but they also do not have to give up a first-round pick. They found a way to make it work. It's on Clowney now. Just heard, TD. Clowney must now sign with the new agent. Sign the deal, and he'll be in South Florida on Friday. Listen, I don't know about the deal in South Florida, but my source told me about 30 minutes ago he has to get an agent first. He has to get an agent first. So I know about that. He was at facility. He wouldn't come if not interested. That's true, too. Why would you even come meet with the team if you weren't interested? Why would you? In matter of fact, I think that's one of those mainstream media things, trying to say Clowney doesn't want to be in Miami. You know why? Because when we had our Thursday night game and those panelists were talking about Clowney and saying how Miami might even have interest, all of them were up there talking crap. I mean, why would he want to come to Miami? Because they want him to go to the team they want him to go to. So they speak negatively about us getting one of the cornerstone players in the league. And you know the difference is, this ain't no Ndamukong Suh type deal, almost freaking $30 million a year. This ain't no Ndamukong Suh deal. At the most, you're going to be paying about $19, $20 million. And this year, you still get them for 16, just about. 15 something with the tag. Got Drew Rosenhaus. He's live in Miami. Why would he even get on a plane if he not intention of going to Miami? Came to Miami to meet with Brian Flores and Brass. I don't want to go to Miami. Then why would he even have come? And then reports out, I already know it's false because reports out of Houston said that the meeting went well. You know who knows that? The Houston front office. Why do you think they kept talking about a deal? Why do you think they even made a deal? Because Clowney said Clowney's fine with it. Now he has to go get an agent. When he get his agent, it's a good chance that we gonna get him to well, he ain't gotta sign nothing because he on a franchise tag. It ain't no sign. We just trading rights. He don't have to get traded and signed. He's just gonna get traded. He's a Dolphin. And in January, if we feel like he's the part of the future, we're gonna try to ink him to a 4 or 5 year deal. You guys would have got rid of your left tackle and your wide receiver. Wide receiver, man. We ain't getting rid of left tackle. Did we make the deal? In essence, the deal is pretty much agreed upon on both sides. It's just Clowney. He got to get an agent. Once he get an agent, they can go through with the deal and bring him to Miami. Pete, I want to see about that too. That whole Kenny Stills for the running back. We'll see. The most interesting part, let me ask y'all this. With all the players mentioned in these trades, what's the most interesting name out of all of them? Let me see if y'all mind is just like mine. What's the most interesting name out of all of these players? Y'all let me know what y'all think. The most interesting name of it all. Media is trying to clown us, but watch how fast they jump on our bandwagon. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. Drake. You better know it, man. If that mess is true, now don't get me wrong, the Rashad Penny that is interesting, but the Drake, if Drake is shipped out of here, that is interesting. I'm gonna try my very hardest not to be in that I told you so mode. Kenny ain't interesting. We know he ain't long term. You like Penny? I don't follow Penny like a whole lot, but I know the player, and he's a talent. He's a talent. No question about it. He's more physical than Drake. Yeah, but he also can run through the tackles. He also runs through the tackles. He shows a level of patience. Again, I don't know. I haven't watched studied the kid, but I've watched him play, and I know who he is, and I've saw his work. I don't see this trade being done. Which one? What is Drake missing, TD? That one thing. Running between the tackles. Running between the tackles. Like literally going forward instead of trying to always bounce it outside. He's addicted to open field because he knows that's where he'll thrive. But in this league, you also need a running back who can make the most out of no open field, just getting it, getting in that scrum and getting it done. It's addition by subtraction. True. Pete Martinez, I'm with you on Rosen, but I hope he's not inserted into the starting lineup until after the bye week 6. Fins up. Another thing, when that linebacker coming on that blitz, that's another thing Flores and them look for. Do we have the type of backs that's going to pick that up, absorb that hammer coming at them? I can't say that about Drake. Sure can't say it on a consistent basis. I think Penny is more explosive and better out of the backfield as a catcher than Drake, but not as good a runner. I was going to say you can argue the running. You can argue that. He's a good talent regardless. You can argue the running. I really don't know much about the kid as far as the passing game, so I'm not going to speak on that. If this happens, I'll check. I'll look into it for sure. Walton may not be available. I know y'all talking about. I believe that some of our starting offensive linemen are not on the roster yet. Pick them up after cuts. I've been saying that, Chris. That's exactly what I've been saying, man. Read my comments, TD. Real. Where's your comment? Real. Let's see. Real. Oh, trade TD Finn's talk for Drake and Kenny so he can do the Dolphins O-line coach. Listen, man, you trade me, I ain't gonna be no O-line coach. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game. I just need one of them game checks. Just one. That's about it. I just need one. Put me in the game. Trade me. Put me in the game. I don't need to. I'll coach him after you put me in the game. Put me in one game. Let me get that game check. Now what you need me to do, coach? You need me to go mop the floor? Hey, whatever it is, just put me in the game, man. That's what the trade need to be. I'll be out there working too, sacrificing it all. I'll tell you, boy. I think TD ghosted my comments. Big Boy Sports News, you got to understand there's 250 people in the room. A lot of people commenting. I ain't ghosting nobody. When I read one and I'm responding, that means 10 of them passed, and I go with the next most recent one. And I'm looking for your last one, and I don't even see it. Still looking. Big Boy Sports News. If the Dolphins land Clowney and get Ndichi in shape, this could be a sneaky good defense. We ain't going to be sneaking, man. It ain't going to be sneaking. We just are. And I ain't even discussing Ndichi. I ain't even discussing Ndichi. I'm just straight up talking about Egwavon and Baker right now. In his senior year in 17, he had 2,348 rushing yards with 23 touchdowns. Impressive. He needs to be in a good situation. Why not Miami? We about to find out, y'all. TD, trust the process. Flores building a dynasty. Miami is back, baby. I trust it. I trust it. That's what I preach on this channel. It's trusting this man. What's up, Doug? I see you in the room. What's going on with you, homie? What up, Eric? See, K Flex and be hiding, never chatting. Man, y'all, Pete, why you always trolling Flex, man? Leave him alone, man. Oh, man. Defensive end Robert Ndichi had a torn ACL. He'll be ready. Yeah, but what I'm saying, we got to see how he going to look. They say that they may be even using him dually using him. So we'll see. Just got home from work. How you feeling about Clowney? Man, they need to hurry up, Doug. It's actually stressing me. It's stressing me. I got these guys, these insiders that's been hooking me up with information. They told me about this early today, and I went live. And next thing you know, 3 hours later, it became the big news. So, and that was a female in the organization that I know. I don't know, like no, but I know them. And they threw me a little bone on it, saying that this might go down. But they said Tunsil is a name that the Texans just won't give up on, but watch out for it. And then all of a sudden, we found a way not to have to worry about Tunsil and a first-round pick we ain't got to worry about. And they've actually come to terms on the deal, according to my source. But it's really on Clowney at this point. He's the holdup. If this is, my source said, if this deal gets derailed, it's only because Clowney said no, and he told them to take a deal somewhere else. But they don't want the other deal in the other place. But if forced to, they may have to. So we technically have the upper hand. This is all the information my source is telling me. We have the upper hand because we've already technically agreed with them. It's just Clowney's situation. It's on him at this point. He needs an agent, first of all. And then the other teams ain't giving what we have to offer. And on top of it, the problem is he don't mind going to those teams, though. So that's the holdup right now. We're about to see, man. And then I had another source, And this source actually told me something in the past about Josh Rosen that was 100% true. And I never even brought it out in the public. And this source came back to me randomly. I ain't talked to him in a while, but he gave me the news on Rosen, and I had no idea and didn't come out with it, and it happened. And he sent me this today, said the current offer is Kenyon Drake and the second rounder for Clowney and steals to Seattle for running back Rashad Penny. Very reliable. And I told him I can't sit here and tell my people that it's a fact, but I will report it because of what they told me the first time. But at the end of the day, this is a test for me, Doug. I might have two sources. If things go down the way they are, I might have two sources that's giving me information hours before everybody else get it. And that'll be pretty cool, man. That'll be pretty cool. So I'm in a waiting game to see if these things actually happen. Because if they do, oh my gosh. We shall see, man. Yes, I talked about that fact. He wants to go to the Eagles or Hawks. Yeah, we know about the Hawks. The problem with the Seahawks, too, is they would have to cut somebody. And they actually stated, the franchise came out and said if they did, it would have to be a defensive end that'll save them $4 million. But then they'll be neck tight. They won't be able to make no other moves, and they have to get better through their draft with their first round picks and stuff. But the problem is they got to give up them picks to get them. So that's what makes it tough for Seattle. But who knows? They might say they don't care. And the problem with the Eagles are they got Carson Wentz's deal coming up next year, and that's about to be massive. And that's the problem with the Eagles right now. But people said we were tanking. Doug, don't get me started on this channel. Don't get me started, Doug. You know how I feel about that. That makes me mad, boy. Don't get me started, because I'll start going off on invisible people about that tanking crap. Does this look like a team that's tanking? I keep asking y'all. Does this look like the team that's tanking? Even if we don't get them, you have no right at this point to come out and say we trying to tank. We just trying to wait for next year's draft. This just eliminated all those crappy myths that we've been telling y'all all this time. That's been crap. It's been crap. Flores said out of his own mouth, that road is disrespectful. We come out here trying to win every game. What do you expect them to say, TD? Now what you got to say? Now what excuse you got to give to try to say we tanking? Help us out. Tell us right now, what excuse does any of y'all who think we tanking have to say to prove that we tanking? None. None, man. Y'all be speaking, just talking out the side of y'all neck, man. Spewing all that craziness, man. Don't get me started, Doug. Hey, Doug, man, we really got to get that collab sometime. Maybe we should do it right before the season opener or something, because everybody keep asking for it, man. And I know you've been telling me you wanted to do it too. So let's get it going. We'll link up and we'll talk on the phone maybe later this week and pick a day, man. If you cool with that, let's do it. We'll pick a day, get that collab before the first game at some point. Some point next week, we'll get it done, man. Sounds good, bud. I'll message you tomorrow. Cool. Cool. Super Bowl 2020. What you think, Doug? Putting you on the spot. Super Bowl 2020. What you think? At home. At home, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I'm excited even if we don't get the man. Let's go. I know we got a front office that's willing to get it done, man. I cried so hard. Listen, man, y'all thought the Miami Miracle reaction was something. I don't know what I'm going to do because it's going to be authentic, but listen, let them say we made the playoffs. Man, I can feel emotional. Inside, I feel emotional not thinking about it, man. Let me stop, man. Let me stop, man. Let me stop, man. Y'all chill, man. Y'all chill. My team, baby. This is my team, man. It's my team. Hey, what Doug win? He got to answer the question, man. He got to answer the question, man. Dolphins, Super Bowl 2020. Where you at, Doug? Oh, man, I love your enthusiasm, bro. Man, David, man, I just love my team, man, and I just want to see them build something special. I want to enjoy the journey of turning this thing around. The problem is a lot of us has wanted to enjoy that journey for far too long and been disappointed year after year after year. I just want to enjoy the journey and understand what we're doing in the journey and seeing it coming to fruition. It's a beautiful thing. When you hold that trophy up and you knew it was coming and you saw all the moves happening and you saw the journey taking place, you got to sit back and enjoy it. Not them hating Dolphin fans. Not the ones, oh, we ain't going to be nothing. Next year, you know, we 11-5 going to the playoffs. Oh, we'll lose in the first round. We overachieved. That's what they'll say. They won't give it up until we hosting the trophy. They ain't going to give it up until we holding that trophy up. And when that day comes, I already know what's going to happen. They're going to act like they saw it coming the whole time. They're going to act like they saw it coming the whole time. And I'm going to put my arms out and hug them and say it don't even matter. We here, baby. We here, baby. Oh, my God. I'm drooling out the mouth now. See, y'all got, oh, my God. Now y'all got to record this. Say, y'all remember that time TD drooled out the mouth, dreaming about the Dolphins winning the Super Bowl? Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. It has to happen soon, man. It has to happen soon, man. Man, you getting me pumped up. Why not? Enjoy it, Eric, because if it went, I can't say if, but when it happens, man, it's going to be a beautiful feeling. Know you were riding out. Let me tell y'all something. I only felt it one time in my life. And I think it felt so much better than a lot of other people winning championships, their team doing it. When the 08 Celtics came together, I told everybody they're going to win this championship. And I said it from day one. You see that kid, Rajon Rondo, he got a little special thing in him that's going to lead all this. Oh, he ain't nobody. He probably won't even play. I said, man, they're going to come together and they're going to do something special. And I watched all 82 games. All 82. Every playoff game on top of that. I watched it all. And I remember the ups and downs with your nerves, taking series to 7 and everything. And when they got it done, man, I ain't cried, but it was like, man, it was a little like, man, it was a sense of just, it was a thing of beauty inside your body I never felt before. And I could only imagine with my real team, with the team I actually love, the team I actually love like no other, the Miami Dolphins, best franchise in NFL history, period. Not period. It got to happen. It got to happen. It has to happen, and it's going to be one of the most beautiful things. Y'all ain't going to know who I am at that point. I might, boy, I'm telling you, I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to be going wild, crazy, appreciative, spazzing out on people, going off, celebrating. I'm going to be talking to the haters. I'm going to be doing my dance. Oh, my God, going to be a whole new world, man. It's going to be a whole nother world, man. Here's what we're about to do, man. Y'all give me 1 minute. Run out here real quick. Make sure the wife good with the babies. Then I'm going to take some calls. So y'all get ready to call in the TD fans talk in about 60 seconds. So I'll be right back in about 1 minute. Intermission, 60 seconds. Starts now. 39-17. Let's see if we can get back. Oh, that's fine. You can go to the movies tonight. Go. Yeah, I'll hang out with all of them. What are you doing? Move. No, give that to your mama. Really? Really? How? Say it. Hut, hut, hut. All right. Candy. No, I'm gonna go finish. All right, about 30 minutes. I ran over. Sorry, y'all. I got 30 minutes, and then I'm in this. Go finish the night with the fam, y'all. So in about 30 minutes, we're gonna be done. But we're about to take some calls. Let me give y'all the number to call in on. Man, what Doug said? He didn't answer my question, man. Doug ain't answered my question, man. Doug said, "What's up, guys? Who wants Clowney? Who doesn't?" I'm okay with Clowney if they. Oh man, call back. I'm sorry, I missed that one. Call back. I held it down for you, bud. Appreciate you, Doug. Love you, man. Hey, Doug, you got to answer the question, man. Dolphins 2020 Super Bowl. Let's go. All right, guys. Let me find a number so we can take calls, man. Oh my gosh, it sounds like they left a train in this room turned on and the wheels are just going and I can't find it and I hear it. I just hear it. Oh my gosh. I have to find it soon. Thank you for calling TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Who do we have on the line?
Yeah, this is Esteban. Can you hear me?
What's up? What's up? Yes, I can hear you, man. Everybody can hear you. Talk to us, man. What do you think about all this stuff going on right now?
Man, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Because I know how you like to ask questions, man.
Hey, I'm down for it. What's up?
When was the last time that we signed a free agent that actually produced for us once he actually signed? Honestly, with the exception of Sue, I don't think I think he could have done better. But I just leave that on your court,
Okay. So the question, guys, was when is the last time we signed a free agent that actually did something for us? And my answer is simple. The end of August 2019, Jadeveon Clowney. That's the last time.
Okay. The only one that I can specifically remember is Ricky Williams, man.
Yeah, and that's going back.
Yeah.
And you're right. It's been a long time.
That's why I got these mixed feelings, is because my expectation is that if we sign somebody, you know what I mean, for us.
And I agree. And
come over, I want them direct shot like Ricky did. You know what I mean? Not like Sue did, because Sue, I really wasn't impressed by Sue. You know what I mean? I'd rather him. Ricky was a top rusher when he came over here. So, if Clowney comes over, man, I hope he tears it up. That's all that I hope for. That's my only reserve in this whole thing. If we get him, I hope that he produces. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me give you a little bit of.
It filters out to every phase of the defense.
Yeah, I agree. And let me give you a little detail on this. You have every right to feel a little skeptical about it because of our history of signing free agents. So I understand that. I can barely hear you on that. But here's the deal on that. You also have to understand who we signed and who signed them. That's number one. Number two, Kenny Stills was a good sign. It's just that, in my opinion, he never had the offensive line that gave his quarterback, or it was just never had the quarterback to throw him the ball. We can't forget about Brandon Albert. I thought that was a good top flight signing. Some may disagree because of the age, but I thought it was good. I thought Kilgore was a good signing. It's just that he got hurt. I thought we actually had some really good signings. It's just that injuries also is a factor.
Okay. I get you. So, we do. If we do seal the deal on this, man, I hope you're right. I hope your sources are right. That'd be awesome, man. Because I listen to you, or I watch your streams all the time.
Me and you both. I hope my source is right too.
The last point I'm going to make, man, is if you're right, if you prove to be right on this, man, it proves you right. We're not rebuilding. You said that a long time ago. That we're not rebuilding. I just didn't have an opinion. I hadn't formulated an opinion on what we were doing because I didn't know myself. Well,
here's the deal, though.
Multiple times that you thought that.
But here's the deal, though. Even if we're unable to pull this off, is it not evidence enough that what the front office is trying to do to show that we're not?
Yeah.
You know, is it not already evidence enough?
Yeah, I would say so, man.
You see what I mean?
So, I mean.
So that's what I've been trying to say for a long time. See, and a lot of people think that the things that I say are far-fetched. And what I try to explain to people is it doesn't mean that what I'm saying is going to come true, but my analysis based off of the research I'm doing. I'm putting in the hard work to help everybody out, not have to read 15 articles a day, to not have to watch 10 videos a day. I'm getting all that information and I'm reading in depth into what it said, body language, how they said it, to come up with the best conclusion I can. And when I deliver that, it doesn't mean it's going to always be right, but I like to think that I'm not far off pretty often.
That's fair.
But we're going to see.
I want to give one guy a shout out, man.
Absolutely.
Our team that nobody gives love to, man. I want to see Kenneth Bell make this team, man.
Who?
He just makes the practice squad.
Who is that?
Hold on to that guy, Kenneth Bell.
Oh, yes. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Y'all think Farrell's gonna make the y'all? All right, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling TD Fizz Talk. We love you, man.
All right, man.
Do y'all think Kenneth Farrell's gonna make the squad? Y'all let me know in the comment section. He says he wants to play for the Eagles. And he can want to play wherever he wants. The Eagles can't afford his contract. Sure can't. They can afford it for the 1 year, but when it's time to give him a long-term deal, they got to figure out Wentz's deal. I got here. What's going on? A lot, David, man. You've been missing it, man. We won the Super Bowl and everything, man. You missed it. Hopefully you get to see it next year. Clowny, Brian Cox also. No, that's true. Maybe 1 year. He want to get paid by the Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins have a problem paying him. I mean, if you're going to even bring him in, I don't think you have a problem paying him. I think we fully understand what he's even asking for from a contractual standpoint. Probably $20 million a year for 5 years, $100 million contract. And I think the Dolphins are fine with that. You got to understand the way the Dolphins are looking at it right now. Half of our great talent is in their first 4 years. We're going to be straight from a salary cap standpoint. And the great talent that we're bringing in the future are draft picks. So we're going to be straight. They're going to be getting minimal dollars. How much will we give him? Every bit of that 1920. Every bit of that 1920. But y'all missing one factor in it all. All we keep talking about is, yeah, but there's no guarantee. Which side are you on here? Are you on the Dolphins side that's saying, oh, there's no guarantee? Or are you on Clowney side, which is good for the Dolphins too? The fact that there is no guarantee is a plus for us. What if he come in here, he does well, but he still ain't 20 million? January, nah, we straight. We straight. You actually got a year to see a player play before you give him the money. Do y'all not see that piece of it? That's a huge opportunity, man, for us to see it before it comes. My bad. One moment. But like I said, man, we're gonna see. It's all in Jadeveon Clowney's court, man. When he go talk to the Texans, what is he gonna want? Is he gonna say, "Hey, I'm good. Let me get my agent and come to Miami," or "Hey, figure out a way to get me in Seattle or the Eagles"? Figure out a way. It's all on him, man. We're about to find out. We're about to find out, man. I already know we released Akeem Spinks. Don't send me that, man. TD, so what player do you think we will give up for him? I mean, I'm thinking that Kenny Stills and Kiko Alonso is going to be a major part of any deal that we have. But I'm going to tell you what somebody sent to me. A source that was telling me that right now the current offer was Kenyon Drake and a second-round pick for Clowney. And at the end of the day, I know that both organizations have already technically agreed on the deal, but right now the ball is in Jadeveon Clowney's court. It's all on him. Brian Cox was another great pickup. Absolutely. I bet they want Drake. Why wouldn't they? Running back, starter level running back. Why wouldn't they run him? They just lost theirs. What about Fitzpatrick to the Colts? I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't heard anything about it, Sean. I think that's a lot of speculation out there. They're just trying to look at every team that got two quarterbacks and say they're a potential for the Colts. They even said something about Dwayne Haskins getting traded to the Colts, Tannehill going to the Colts, Fitzpatrick to the Colts, Rosen to the Colts. I've heard it all. Now, they might actually be in a real stakes for Tank for Tua. Their quarterback situation, they actually got somebody who I think can win some games. I think they do. I'm a miss Drake if he leave. Was hoping Kenny Stills would be in the trade. They were talking about Kenny Stills to Seattle for a running back. But we'll see, man. At the end of the day, all this can fall through if Clowney says no bueno. All of it can fall through. Oh, man, I just hung up on somebody. Drake and Tunsil and 2020 third-round pick for Dolphins. Now, that's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. Haskins to the Colts. Nah, I think it's just all rumors and speculations right now, man. TD, how are you supporting going after another overpaid diva at a position that has talent in every draft class? Define talent in every draft class. It's still hit or miss. And diva is perspective. Like, why are we giving him the diva rep? Why are we giving him the diva rep? Because he won a new contract? So that just automatically mean he a diva? Just like Ezekiel Elliott. If I was Jerry Jones, I would hold out and say I ain't giving you nothing until your deal is up. But that don't make him a diva. Elliott is a huge diva too. Yeah, but in regards to sitting out because of the money, that don't make you a diva. Other factors is the things that make you a diva. But when we talk about people money, that's on them. They make the decision they want to make. He wants a long-term deal. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want a long-term deal? Who wouldn't? The number is in the comment section below if you want to call in. It's right there, Beast Mode Gaming. What are your thoughts? Would the Clowney trade happen today? Somebody said by Friday because he got to get a new agent. Depends on how long that takes. And it still has to say yes. Let me just go to Miami. He still got to ultimately say yes. Some of y'all calling and hanging up right away. Trade steals Drake and a third for Zeke. It doesn't work for me. Maybe I was blocked. Ain't nobody blocked. It's an app. They could call on Eli since this is his last year as a Giant. Angry Dolphin. I'm a Drake supporter as well, but this is a win-win for both teams. In that Kenyon gets a fresh start with an opportunity for a big payday if he outperforms his deal. Fins up. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't have said it better, Donald and Irene Young. Spot on. Mike, why would you want a running back who's gonna demand to be the highest paid running back? Oh, I ain't on the Ezekiel Elliott trade. I know you weren't talking to me. You were talking to Mike, but I'm not on that train. All right. Listen, if you want to pay somebody money, make sure it's a left tackle, a defensive end, a cornerback, and on occasions, a safety or a center. Them we can talk about. Those guys we can talk about. What you said, Finsanity? Repost the number. Hold on. And we'll take one more call, man. That's the number right there in the comment section. You want to call in and give us your thoughts on everything going on? Call the number 954-324-4661. TD Fins Talk, taking calls live. Jerome Baker development could be sped up a year with Clowney out there. Man, Cristo, I'm already thinking his development is already sped. It's already there. This kid, man. When we hired Flores, I told y'all going to see some defensive players elevate their game to a level that you didn't think was possible. Not even close. Yeah, true. We need a whole new right side of the line. We got 1,200 players that's going to be free in 4 days. This is so exciting. Who are you telling? Wait, do I got a ringer down or something? Because now I got a voicemail. It's not going through. Let's do this, man. Let me call back, Finsanity. Biggest need is a QB. It says not available.
Hello?
What's up, Finsanity?
No, I was calling to verify for the guys that are trying to call in to see if it was just, that number or what. And I was just trying to let you know that I was confirming that when they're calling that number, it's not even ringing. It's really just going straight to voicemail. So.
I think what's happening, so many people are trying to call because since you've called, I've gotten 3 missed calls. Just since the 28 seconds you've been on, for another call right now just came through, miss. So many people trying to call at once, I think.
Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. Okay,
I'm going to call somebody back. That's what I'm going to do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Random call back.
Yeah, let me go ahead and call him back then.
Guys, have fun.
To take us. All right. I got another missed call. Lord, they are coming through. Here we go. Let me see who's the lucky person I get back on. How good is Rashad Penny at running back? Some could argue better than Drake. Appreciate the love, Casey Wood, with the donation. Look at this. I'm calling numbers back. It's not a bill collector. Whoever I'm calling back. This person called me like 6 times. Let me call him back. Did you say steals for a running back? Yes, Giggs. It's gonna be needed too. If the Clowney trade is correct, that they might be sending Drake off. If that's correct, what I'm getting from a source, if that's correct, then that makes sense. I'm not even getting anyone to answer. Beast Mode said I couldn't hear you. Anything donated to the channel is appreciated. Thank you, Vicky. Yes, anybody who donates to the channel, thank y'all for your love and support. Just do it. Amen. This would be a beautiful picture watching Brady being harassed every play. Fins up. Point. We don't talk about that enough. Are we getting at the opposing quarterback? Are we actually getting at the opposing quarterback? Guys, y'all forgive me. I don't know what's up with this app because I can't give everybody my real number. See, another missed call, 605. It is what it is, man. I'm just going to get another dedicated line because I actually have a line. I just need to go buy a house phone because I never did. So I have a dedicated line for it. TD, we do need to be careful with Balage's ball carrying. It's too low and can be stripped fairly easily. Hey, if that's an issue, it's something that I haven't noticed, but if it is an issue, then of course, I'm pretty sure they're having that conversation with him. But the one thing I will tell you, he don't fumble at the rate that Drake does. That's one thing I can tell you. But we shall see, man. Just put your real number in the chat. We won't give it out. Could I call your real number? No, man. Herb Fitz was out sick today. Do you think it was because they going with Rosen to start? No. It's actually the opposite way around. It's the opposite way around. There's no benefit for him saying he's sick because they going with Rosen. Fins up. Good channel, TD. Keep up the good work. It's the opposite way around. Did you hear Flores in the press conference today? Did you hear him in the press conference today? It's a good chance Rosen is playing in preseason game 4. It's a good chance Rosen is playing in preseason game 4. Now we're going to evaluate to see, because if he knew he was the starter, if he knew Rosen was the starter, trust me when I tell you, because he ain't commit to Fitzpatrick playing a preseason game 4. And it had nothing to do with the sickness, because he said, oh, he's battling through the sickness. He's trying to be out there, but I already know what we got in Fitz. You know, we know his history. We know, he's been a quarterback in this league for a long time, So at the end of the day, they said, what about Rosen? Do you think he's going to be playing in game 4? He kind of smirked and was like, there's a good chance he's playing in game 4. Oh, man. But did you make a decision yet? No, well, we're still evaluating that, And then he laughed at the end. He said, well, we're still evaluating that. We'll see. We ain't making a determination. Then he kind of gave a smirk. Flores is like, I already know who the guy is, but at the end of the day, I'm going to play this game with y'all. And another thing, when have they ever announced the reason why a player wasn't on the field? Sick, hurt, whatever. Just, he's not going to be out there today due to an undisclosed. Oh, but he's sick today. What running back are we going to get for steals? They talk about Penny, but, man, listen, at this point, I'm just waiting to see. When you tried to call me back, I was the 605 number, and it did not ring at all when you tried to call. Would love to talk to you sometime. Let me do this. (605) number. Go ahead and call me right now. I just messaged you. He's right. We do know Fitz history. Good for 2 games. Maybe. But he gonna play them games. He gonna play those games. Give us Tunsil and you got a deal, Lord. Are you a Houston fan? The person that said give us Tunsil and you got a deal? Birdie Scott, you Houston fan? Let us know, man. Yes. And what's going on over there, man? Tell us why Jadeveon went out in the first place. Why he not happy? What's going on? They talking about sending y'all a second-round pick and a running back, Kenyon Drake. It ain't a bad look. But that's what they're talking about, man. He said Texans cheap, bro. Smart team. Smart team. But defensive end, you don't need to be cheap. You don't need to be cheap. It's defensive end, man. But what y'all been doing about y'all running back situation? Losing Miller. What have y'all been doing, man? You think Kenny got to be leaving? They talking about it. Brady Scott, ain't no way in the world the fans will give up Tunsil for Clowney. Straight up. Sorry, unhappy day. Texans don't want King and Drake from us. No way. Why not, Brandon Hudgens? Why do you say no way? Him and a second round, by the way. Do you think King and Drake is that bad to say no way? Or you're saying no way you would give him up? They signed Ajayi. He not signed yet, from my understanding. They talked, but he not signed yet under contract, from my understanding. Maybe I'm wrong. Drake will eat in Houston. Possibly. Clowney will eat in Miami. I hope we give the Cowboys a hard time. Man, we finna destroy the Cowboys. I ain't tell y'all, my wife keep on going in and out of whether she want to go to the game or not. She's so nervous. Ezekiel Elliott with all of this crap, man, I don't even know if I want to go because if we lose, I'm going to be depressed. And I'm going to be mad. And you're going to be throwing it in my face. And I'm not going to be with all that. And they're going to see a mean side of me. I said, baby, you don't have to go if you don't want to because we're going to win that game. We're going to win that game. Oh, what's next, you guys? I'm going to be the Eagles also. I don't know what you're talking about. Love the Cowboys talk, man. Cowboys done, man. If in your dreams, TD, Dolphins will destroy the Cowboys. Listen, man. My dreams come true, though. That's the difference. My dreams come true. Need a better O-line, not Clowney. You need both. Don't discount one just because you need to have other needs. What if we did have a good O-line but no pass rush and we could never get to the quarterback and we can score a lot of points, but the other team always scoring more points? Then y'all be the same people talking about, man, we need a defensive end. Oh, you had a chance to get one. You just neglected it altogether. TD, we win in the Super Bowl. Get hyped. You better know it, Corbin. See, somebody know what time it is. Dolphins, 2020 Super Bowl at home. At home, baby. You ain't getting Clowney. Your squad is in no position to effing win. Hey, the haters done showed up. All the Houston players just got off from work, y'all. They done entered the room. All the Houston players just got off from work. They done entered the room. They here. They have arrived. Welcome, all Houston Texans fans, Eagles fans, Seattle Seahawks fans. Come talk your talk. Come on, baby. Come on. Man, all we got to do is stay healthy. Eagles, too. I know it. They in here. They in here right now. Oh, no, the Dirty Birds. Yeah, man, they don't like it, man. They don't like what they're hearing. Clowney low-key lazy. Hey, that's good to know. He under Brian Flores now. We'll bring it out of him. Bring them in, TD. Yes, come on. Come on, baby. Come on, all y'all haters. Just fresh off of work. Come on. TD, you're right. Let the good wife know that the Finns will be wiggle the cowgirls and Big D. ATD Vegas has the Finns at 4.5 wins for 2019. If I was a gambler, I'd take the bet. Listen, man, all you got to do is go bet and say we're going to win 5 games, and you're going to make some money, man. You're going to make some money. The real money is betting that we'll win the Super Bowl. Go bet $1, go make by $1 million. Man, Dolphins, rest in peace. Rip up Eagles easy. Man, we play the Eagles this year, y'all. Don't forget. We play them boys. Eagles, Redskins, Cowboys, Giants, Colts. I feel better about that game. That's one of the games I actually slated as a loss, believe it or not. Us versus the Colts. I had that in my prediction as a loss. That's been changed. Facts. Oh, man, but I ain't going to change my 11-5 prediction. That just give me wiggle room now, man. Did he visit them, though, Daniel? Yeah, man. Clowney flew to Miami. Clowney flew to Miami. Visited with the organization. Had a visit with the organization. Y'all stop that Tunsil to Houston talk, man. Stop that Tunsil talk to Houston. Miami found a way not to have to even consider giving up Tunsil in a trade with Houston. Jadeveon Clowney flew. They flew him into Miami and met with them. TD, if Clowney don't come to the, you have to change your name to Dougly Do Me. Hey, that was funny, man. I don't think Dougly would want me to even have a close name. Fitz 2-6, 2-6 last year. Hopefully, South Florida will do him some good. I need at least 11 wins this year. Put 100 on Miami. It's not a ton, and a win would get you 17,000. True. If Clowney comes in, what our record gonna be, TD? I'm sticking with 11-5, man. I don't care how much better we get. 11-5 is my prediction, because my prediction also has some of the things that still hasn't happened yet, like the moves that we're about to make. And these 1,200 players that are about to get released off of rosters, let's say about 800, because the rest of them going to fill up practice squads. Them 800 players, man, we're going to find 1 or 2 of them that's going to be some good depth for us, and maybe one starter, who knows, somebody who's capable. That their team was just at a log jam and had great talent at the position. So we'll see. IXPO Pat, what are the Dolphins giving up for him? We don't know yet, but I did get one inside report that said that they are considering Kenyon Drake in a 2nd-round pick. So we're gonna see, man. But yeah, listen, y'all. I'll drink to that. Don't we all? It's your boy TD from TD Fans Talk. It is 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. We haven't gotten any more updated information. If we do, I will be back to y'all. It's time for me to go hang out with the family, love on them, kiss on them, just be a blessing to my little ones, and just enjoy what we got going on over here. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD Fans Talk. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all for tuning in. Trust me, when I hear something, y'all know, hopefully y'all get that notification. I will be live, and we going at it, y'all. Hit that like button on your way out. Thank you for tuning in to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy TD. Peace. I'll see y'all soon, man. It's about to go down. Sometimes the young guys ain't ready.